Good afternoon. Today is May 9th, and I just want to give you an update on the garden. During the week, it was probably about a week since I've taken the last video, and I have added in a bunch of new vegetables. I didn't want to bore you all me planting, but anyways, I'm going to give you an update. This is our peaches and cream corn, which is doing fantastic. That's our bell peppers, and if you notice, I've added a lot of marigolds to the garden. That's a little trick to help keep the pests away from your vegetables. We got jalapeno peppers growing here next to the bell peppers, and then we have cabbage. I don't know how good you can see that with the, but anyway, we got cabbage there. It's green cabbage, and we also have red cabbage growing, and I like to put the marigolds really close to them because the marigolds do help keep away the worms and all the different bugs that like cabbage. So that's a little trick, and it saves on having to spray any kind of poison on them. Marigolds. And I got the cucumbers back here. I planted some gourds in them holes right there. We don't eat the gourds, but you know, they're good for different crafts that we like doing, making bird houses, what have you. And then we got watermelon. I planted right there. I still have 2 whole rows that I still am gonna fill in before this season really kicks off. So, and actually I have another whole row, half a row right here, but this is going to be a row of nothing but herbs that we're planting. That right there is sage, and then I got dill, and then we got some cilantro, but I'm going to add on more herbs down that row here in the next couple of days. Of course, there's the garlic. I still haven't pulled it yet. It's getting there. Almost time to pick it. Them are sunflowers. And then I was telling you that I wanted to add on this corner for the asparagus bed. So in that little square right there, I planted quite a few asparagus roots. I got a good deal on the roots themselves, but the original ones, they're doing pretty good. It's looking really healthy. And some more sunflowers there. Now, after the herbs, I know the shadow's killing me. Zucchini, there's another zucchini. And then we have a cherry tomato. And then this whole row right here is nothing but big boy tomatoes. We got 6 plants, which that's quite a few, because each plant they'll spit out a lot of tomatoes. I use on the cherry tomato, I use a tomato cage, but on the big boys I use a trestle. And as they get bigger, I will help them grow in between that trestles. That way it just adds a lot of extra support for them. And then on the bare ground, come around here, on this bare ground that we left open, the strip where we ran out of weed guard, which I wanted to kind of keep it open anyways, because see, in that whole row right there we got our beets going. And in beets, you can't really use the weed guard in beets and radishes and carrots and stuff like that. And then in between this row, I got a couple okra seeds planted, but they're old, so I'm gonna end up buying a couple plants, starter plants, tomorrow, just in case them seeds don't come up, which I don't know. It's a 50-50 chance, I guess. And then on the other side of the stake, we also have another row of beets down there. You can see them coming up right there. They're not much of anything right now, but they're all started. And it goes into this L shape. Them are all beets down in there. I love beets, so that's why we plant them. And then, let's see, where are we at here? That's my wife's wildflower bed. All that green right there is all wildflowers coming up. And then we got radishes in this spot, but no sign of them yet. First batch. Usually we grow about 4 or 5 different batches in a season of radishes. They grow really quick. And then that's her tomato plant she's growing. What is it? She's got a Roma tomato, which they're good for making salsa or bacon or whatever. And then she's got cucumber plants right here also. So actually we got cucumbers there, and we got cucumbers at the opposite end. So, but that's the update for today. As soon as I can fill in my 2 last rows, I will give you another update of the garden being planted. And then I'll wait for a while until these vegetables start kicking off and the plants get bigger, and I'll give you an update down the road. But that's it. Smash that like button, subscribe. Thank you.